giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rekah Kodash, and double honor to the man of great millstone that is out there on the highway and byway, pushing this truth day in and day out, rain, sleet, and snow, also pushing truth through the worldwide internet, reaching the elect to pull the elect out of a two-thirds situation, a two-thirds state of mind, so that we can be beamed up on the chair of salvation, to live in the kingdom with King David and the supreme King Yahweh Shah, which he has the title, command, authority, and rulership over heaven and earth. Those titles was given to Yahweh Shah by his father. Also, I'm not a member of GMS, but I believe GMS has the 100% truth for the Bible. I study under them, and through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, these men here are the true teachers of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, comparing to Jeremiah 3 and 20. I'll tell you what, Salakia. This first time I had to do this in my introduction, but I want to make sure I have this right. Salakia, not 3 and 20. 3 and 15 says that I will give you pastors according to my heart, which is the mind, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah have given the men of great millstone the understanding to push this truth. They are the true pastors of this Israelite movement right now that's in the world. We're waking up everybody so that we can get ready to be beamed up on chair of salvation, to be delivered to those that are saved from the beginning. Those are the ones that we are waking up. So going back to my introduction, I'm not a member of GMS, but I believe GMS has the 100% truth for the Bible. And I studied under GMS and wholeheartedly believe that they have the 100% truth for the Bible. To the Akim and Aqua, which are the men and women that are listening to learn, continue in faith, prayer, repent, and fast, and keep the laws and commandments to the best of your ability. As it states in John 14:15, if you love me, keep my commandment. Also, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandment, for this is the whole duty of men. So let me go back. 2nd Esdras 6, and see where 22. I just want to read 2nd Esdras 6, 22 on down to 28, and give some understanding. So let's get into it. 2nd Esdras 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouse shall suddenly be found empty. And it's talking about your businesses. You know, you got Big Lock, Wendy's, Jason Deli, you got Firestone, you got Aaron's, Whataburger, you got Nail Skincare, Driving Academy, you know, you have your Mexican restaurant, your African restaurant, your Jamaican restaurant, you know, you got your grocery store, Kroger's, Albertson, you know, Walmart, you know, have, you know, their Kroger, you know, their box stores, you know, Target and Sears, Kroger, I mean not Kroger, but Kmart, you know, all those that at one point was full of products, full of food, full of necessities that we need in our daily necessities. You know, it will soon be done away with. You know, you got a lot of these train derailments, you got a lot of these 18-wheelers that are not, you know, bringing supplies in like they normally did before in the past. It's slowly going away. You know, it's going to be pretty much, when things get turned up, it's going to be exempt. All your stuff that you once had before so easily to get, you ain't going to get it. You know, it will be found empty. These businesses are going to be closed down. And it says that 2nd Esdras 6 and 23, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear, they shall be suddenly afraid. So, you know, when you know that a man, he can sense, you know, that something is about to happen. You know, we all have that spiritual, you know, understanding. Some of us do, but even the 2/3 of our people know that something is about to happen. That alarm is going off in your head. Listen, it's not what it was 3, 4 years ago. Now, you know, we have we are seeing a lot of violence. We are seeing a lot of people going without food. You know, people are in desperate need of help. So people can hear that that alarm in the earth that things are about to get bad. But 2/3 of our people, they won't have the understanding. They're not going to take heed. Only the elect that have the understanding that the Heavenly Father gave, referring to John 15 and 16. He said he chose you, not you had chose them. So the people that have an understanding, he chose you to get this understanding. He chose you to be circumspect and aware of what's going on, and to get this understanding, and to be aware and ready for what's going down. So we already know what's going to go down. Says here 23 again, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear, they shall be suddenly afraid. So the elect, we practicing, we rehearsing, we getting ready for the end time. A lot of 2/3 of our people, they don't understand it. They sense something that's going on, but they gonna be afraid when they walk out the door and they see people dead in the street. When they see people begging and crying, trying to get food, from you, or whatever. They're gonna break in your house. They're gonna, friends gonna fight friends, family members gonna fight family members, and and in the process of all that, they're gonna be still searching for the government to take care of them. For as the elected people that are in this truth, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ratazah, we are his hopeful elect, that we won't be going through that, because we're going to be rejoicing, we're going to be eating, we're going to be drinking, we're going to be, in somewhat of a better state than the 2/3 of our people, So they're going to be afraid, Of course, we in the flesh, we're going to, some of us going to be nervous, we're going to, how we're going to get out of this situation, but we have to lean on the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, to pull us out of this situation. So that's all we got, You read Psalm 91, he said that he's our, shield and butler, He will not, forsake us. And, and our help is Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. Referring to, let's go to John 10 and Salakia. No, that ain't what I want. John 40. Hold on, Salakia. Isaiah, Salakia. Bear with me. So during the time of Jacob trouble getting turned up, like I said, suddenly man is going to be afraid. And that's the 2/3 of our people. But the men that are in this truth, like I said, we already, we already know what's going to be the end of time. We know it's going to be perilous. We know it's going to be death. We know it's going to be, something different that mankind never experienced. Going to Daniel's 12 and 1, and also Matthew 24 and 21. It's going to be a different time than ever before since man's history. So our help is Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, said Isaiah 41 and 8. But those Israelites are my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend, thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth and called thee from the chief men or the elect thereof, and said unto thee, thou art my servant, I have chosen thee and not cast thee away. Fear not, for I am with thee, but be not dismayed, be not shocked when you see death around you. Be not shocked when you have to go from house to house, or go out into the woods, or live outside, or whatever. Just know that the scriptures have told you that in this day and time, we're going to be faced, with this. We got to go through this. We had to go through hell in order to, make it on the righteous side of the Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. We got to go through something. He's going to make man, he's going to purify man. He's going to send his elect through the fire so that we can come out good on the other end, Says here, go back to, go to 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, For I am thy power. I will strengthen thee. Yeah, I will help thee. Yeah, I will uphold thee with thy right hand of my righteousness. So, the deal is, he's going to be with us. Like I said, going back to Psalm 91, and I'll tell you what, let's go to Psalm 91, because his name, we know the name, you know, through the apostles and, the teachers, that I learned from the GMS, and also to you brothers and sisters that are listening and learning, you should know the name, because the name is going to be our refuge, The name is going to be our shield and buckler. He's our protection. So it says here, because Psalm 91:14, because he has set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he had known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. It says also in Psalm 34 and 7, it says this here: the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and deliver them. So, he's there with us in a time of trouble. Going up, 1 verse 6 said, this poor man cried, and the Lord heard of him. So this poor man, he cried. He know the Lord. He called on the name, on Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai. And the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his trouble. So it's going to be, perilous time that is going to bring forth fear into men. And when you have fear, it's because you don't know what's going on. And 2/3 of our people don't know what's going on. So that fear is going to hit them heavily, and they're going to be lost. But the men that know this truth, that's in this truth, and Yahweh Ratazah, we are his hopeful elect. I pray that I'm his hopeful elect, and, he given us this understanding so that we'll be aware, we're going to know what's going to happen. It is not going to bother us like it will 2/3 of our people in the heathen nation. At that time shall friends fight one another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The spring of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So it's going to be a time of the famine that, you're not going to be able to get enough food. People going to be fighting each other for food, going to be fighting each other for water, And then when the fountain run out, because Esau, he got a plan for everything. He going to shut down. He already brought all the land and paid off some of the farmers to not produce any food. So he going to take the land from the farmers, and he's over the water companies. He can just shut it off, and then where you going to get your water from? You going to go to a creek, and guess what? He going to put chemicals and stuff in the creek, because he knows that's the next best thing for a man, for a man and a woman and child. When you shut off the water, and whatever water supply you got, water bottle that you got stocked up in your house, you run out of that, then guess what? You got to go to the rivers. You got to go to the lakes. You got to go to the creek. So he going to put something in there to do away with that. This man here, he's very destructive. He has a demonic way of thinking. 25. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape, and shall see my salvation of the end of the world. So he talking about his elect, and his elect is going to make it through. Goes Isaiah 65 and 13. Thus says the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry of sorrow of heart, and shall hollow of vexation of spirit. So That's the comparison of the elect that are in the truth and have the understanding compared to the 2/3 of our people and the heathen nation that don't have the understanding. They're going to be in trouble. They're going to, they have a vexed spirit. They're going to have mental and physical anguish during that time. So only the elect, is going to make it through all the way to the end, because the end, this is what we want to hear. Revelation 11 and 12. I'll just read 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, the elect. The truth came out in the mid-60s. So that was during the time that the elect woken up and got the understanding in the mid-60s. It says here, I'm going to read it over again. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood up on their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. See, now Esau, Edom, the top tribe of Esau, Edom, which is Amalek, they hate that we are falling back. We going back. We remembering who we are. We are remembering who we once were, since Esau, Edom has separated, have destroyed us and scattered the flock all over the world, going to Psalms 83. You can read that, Psalms 83, and also, we have been scattered all over the world, James 1:1. So, we have been destroyed, but now the good Lord, he had put teachers in this earth, going back to Jeremiah 3:15. He had put teachers and preachers of understanding into this earth to give the rest of the flock the light, the true light, the correct doctrine of the Bible, to wake us up, to bring us back to where we once were before. So that's why we standing on our feet out here on the highway and byway, pushing this truth to the best of our ability. We waking up not all of Israel, but the elect of Israel. So it says here, and they stood up on their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. It's most definitely Esau, Edom. He the one that have the fear of us waking up. Mainly the elite, the people that know who we are. 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And this is what we want to hear. We want to come up hither. We want to get out of this hellhole that is ruled by Esau, Edom, with his crazy unlawful decree that he put into the earth. He's contrary to the Bible. He don't like the Bible. He'll make up his own Bible called the what's the name of it? I can't think of it. Well, he had men to come up with Christianity, and with Christianity is contrary to the Bible. That's what it is. But I was trying to think of Amalek, Bible also. I can't even think of it right now. It'll come to me. But anyway, it says here, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to the cloud, to the heaven, in a cloud, which is a chariot, and their enemy beheld them. They was amazed, like, wow, even our 2/3 of our own people is going to be amazed, like, wow, these were the prophets of Yahweh by Shem Shai that have been lifted up. And at one point, they're going to say, well, while we've been lifted up, they're going to say, man, we caused problems. We gave them havoc. We threw things at them. We talked about them. We made certain laws to get them off the internet, to take their videos down, to make them a laughing stock, call them bombs, you know, and it's gonna get worse than that. Those just a few examples of what Esau Edom has done, and will do more in the near future. The Talmud, that's the name I was trying to think of. He want to make his own Bible, the Talmud. So going back to Revelation 11 and 12, and in the same hour was there a great earthquake, which is the ICBM missiles, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain men and 7,000. So the 10th part of the city is talking about, this whole country, the United States. They're going to be missiles from all over the world coming over here to the United States to bring this country into flame, to destroy it, to break it down. As Yahushua said, there will be no stone. I forgot how he said it. There'll be no. Bear with me. Well, pretty much, there'll be no stone, no building will be left standing. Everything will be crumbled. Everything will be in shambles. So that's pretty much it on that. So let me read that again. In the same hour where that great earthquake, and during that time of that great earthquake, he's going to deliver his elect, and we're going to be on that in that crystal we call crystal. Let me find that right quick. Shalakia. I think it's in 18. I'm not for sure. Shalakia might be in. Bear with me 1 second. Might be 14 there. Okay, let me find that right quick. I think it's what. Bear with me. Crystal. Take it off airplane mode. Okay, hold on. I'm about to find this here. Salakia for. That said 15. That's what I'm trying to look for. Us. The water. Hashem Yahushua. Revelation 15 and 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingling with fire. So during the time when those missiles are going to be delivered, he's going to deliver his elect, and we're going to be Yahweh Batazah. Want to be humble. I want to be respectful. I don't want to be too forward because, we all don't know if we are the elect or not. Because he can take that fire away from you, and you'll be a bugged out 2/3. So you always want to be careful with the tongue, and you want to be humble and not forward. Because we don't know yet, because this is still not the end. You only save until the very end. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast. So it's talking about the elect. we have the victory over the beast, over his image, and over his mark, which we already know, the MOTB. You know, we conquered Esau and his ways. You know, we conquered not taking the CHIP and over the number, you know, the 666, you know, of his name, standing on the sea of glass, having the harps of Yahweh. So, you know, we're going to conquer, you know, this man master plan that he trying to put in the earth. He want to be just like the Heavenly Father. He want to know your every step. He want to know everything about you. Yahweh Bashim Shai know everything about you, and that's the only power that's supposed to, not man, not of flesh on earth. He's not supposed to know your whereabouts and everything about you. Only Yahweh Bashim Shai. So let's go back to Second Esdras. Okay. 26. And the men that are received shall see it, the elect, the one that are received, the one that's in that on those chariots. You know, they're going to be lifted up over the world to look down at the destruction that Yahweh Shai and his angels going to bring forth to the world. And the men that are received shall see it, and who have not tasted death from their birth. So the elect that are out here on the highway and byway, or you know, pushing the word over the internet, that Yahweh Shai have ordained to do this work, you know, from birth all the way to the ends of the earth. We are not going to die. We're going to cross over into the kingdom and live eternally. That's the main goal of all the Israelites that are in the truth. But we know some of us going to be martyrs. Some of us have to die on this end. But the thing is, the Heavenly Father, he's not going to forget your work. You'll be the first one to be raised and in their chariot, you know, waiting on the elect that made it through the pestilence, the famine, and the sword, and those ICBM, you know, bombs. You're going to be up there right along with the elect that died on this end. So, says here we go down to, okay, I'm still here in 26. And the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth, and the heart of the inhabitant shall be changed and turned into another meaning. So the thing is, we're going to have those celestial bodies. See, the body that you have now in this world is celestial body, which is mortal. You know, it perish, it go back to the earth. Immortal will live forever. Those are celestial bodies. You know, so we're gonna be changed in the blink of an eye. Soon you get on that chariot, that's it. You're gonna have those spiritual bodies that you had from the beginning. You know, so that's what we're waiting on. But the whole world, when everything's said and done, and we put Esau, Edom, the heathen nation, in chain and put them in slavery, you know, they gonna have, you know, they still gonna have a terrestrial body. They still gonna have these human bodies that break down, that get sick, get cut, and you know, they have to heal, you know, have receded hairline, all types of, you know, body ailments that we have today. They still gonna have that, but we're gonna be changed. We're not gonna have that. You know, we're not gonna cry no more. We're not gonna hurt no more. You know, we're not gonna get hot when it's hot. We're not gonna get cold when it's cold. You know, we ain't gonna need no coat during the winter time. You know, we can just walk out there in the field while Esau, Edom, and the rest of the heathen nation out there doing work, and they, you know, dressed up in full coat, and we come out there with t-shirts and shorts on, you know. Yeah. But anyway, uh, don't think that it's gonna be easy for you, for Esau Edom, because double to you, what you have done to the children of Israel, you're going to get it, double to you, and it's coming. So it's not gonna be light on you. During the winter time, you're gonna have less on. You just gonna have a tank top and shorts, and you're gonna do whatever I tell you to do, and you're gonna be out there from sun up to sundown. You know. And if you die, don't worry about it. The Heavenly Father will give me a spiritual power to wake you back up, and you're gonna go straight through the same thing. So, 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. So there'll be no more wickedness, for the children of Israel, because He's gonna put the law and the commandment in our inner part, you know. So we're going to love our brother. We're going to love our woman. We're going to raise our children. Our children are going to respect mom and dad. They're going to honor mom and daddy, and we will be able to have multiple wives. And all multiple wives will get along, and they will understand that it's a man's right to have multiple wives. And they're going to love it. They're going to love it. The women today, they hate it because they have been brought low. Just like, the man too. We have been brought low too. This is just part of the curse that we dealing with, but that curse is going to be soon taken away. Yahweh Bashim Hawashai, I can't wait till that day come. That we will be in full righteousness. It says in Proverbs 29:2 that when the righteous rule, the people rejoice, but when the wicked rule, the people mourn, and we in the mourning state right now. Even the heathen nation that's going to be in slavery, they going to still like the way we rule over them compared to what Esau Edom is doing. Like I said, but Esau Edom, you're going to get double. You're going to wish you was a heathen. I mean, you're going to wish you was, Japanese or, Chinese, African, Indian descent or whatever, those names that you gave them, but you're going to wish you was them compared to your own kind, Esau Edom, Says here, this last verse here, as for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which has been so long without fruit shall be declared. So like I said, we're going to be in the kingdom. Faith is going to be perfect. It's going to flourish. No more corruption. We're not going to break down. We're not going to get sick. We're not going to have a headache. We're going to have multiple wives, and we're going to satisfy our multiple wives. It can be 10, 20, 30, or 100. We're going to be able to get at them, whenever we desire. We ain't gonna have no type of problem. We ain't gonna get tired. We just gonna be a burst of energy. We'll be able to go into different atmosphere, different planets. Hey, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be perfect. And we're gonna know the 100% truth of what Esau Edom had done to us from the beginning up to now, and that's how we're gonna regulate our punishment. Double to them, and we're gonna do righteous punishment. We're gonna give them one woman so that they can make babies, and we're gonna work the whole family to death. That's how it's gonna be, the whole family to death. And whenever Esau Edom produce out a female, and if the elect desire to have one of his female that look attractive, whatever, we'll take that child, and you won't have nothing to do with her ever again. And we're gonna bring forth Israelite babies from her. So we're gonna be able to have multiple wives, and we're gonna have handmaids and stuff like that. So I'm gonna end it right there. This was just in the spirit. I just had to do this on this Sabbath day. Come out here on the highway and byway and push this truth to the best way I know. So I'm gonna end it right there. See you on next lesson. Shalom.